Look. They will get their ass whooped. Bottom of the deck is the Temperance in reverse. Yep. They will get knocked on their ass by a spirit. Because the Temperance in reverse is no match for the Temperance in the upright. Well, that's how the cookie. Figure out what's really true. Trying to do the things that gonna please you. Will you teach me how? Don't teach me now. Heal my heart. I wanna be with you. I'm determined with you. I'm determined to spend more time with you. I've been walking around with you in my soul. My time with you gonna make me whole. I've been walking around. I've been talking with. Oh, dang. Not gonna play that way. I feel like some of you guys do need to travel so you can get grounded. You know that feeling like, I see somebody doing this. I see somebody like cleaning their entire house from top to bottom, right? Like they know they want to go on vacation or go away for a couple days, few days. They clean their whole place, they go, they enjoy, and then they come home and vacation from the vacation. Like that feeling of going on vacation and coming home to like a really clean house that you can just put your stuff down and relax. See somebody like setting that up. So somebody could be making plans. I just heard payment installments. So somebody could be making payment installments on some type of vacation or something like that. But I feel like somebody is going to like really just have their home immaculate. So when they get back, they don't have to worry about nothing. You know, because I feel like somebody may have like some type of jet lag. Because you know, like when you go somewhere, even if it's just for a couple of days, the only thing that really tires you out sometimes is the traveling from 9:52 p.m. a.m. on my alarm. Are you looking for success? And back or from their home, or you know what I mean? Like that be the part, like getting on and off the plane, getting in the taxi or the Uber, like all of that moving around and stuff. That be the part that tires you out. So then when you come home, you want the home to be clean and quiet and fresh, so you don't even have to come in and worry about that. Like you just get to go into your sanctuary, and the Queen of Pentacles loves that energy. Okay. So maybe start planning a vacation ahead of time. Bottom of the deck is the sun. Maybe some of you guys are going to be going somewhere where it's very sunny and hot. What is this? 10 of Wands in reverse. Yeah, like not having a lot of burdens. Like that's all somebody really cares about right now. It's just like not having a gang of burdens. Hierophant in reverse. What is this? Okay, I want to get that out. Right. Cups in the upright. That's an odd combination.
around so you can see the weather.
Looks like now this could be a high priest in reverse doing the same shit that this low priestess was doing. Somebody puts like love and emotions before spirit, before God, before their mission. So these two people doing the same thing. Somebody gonna meet their match. Yeah, somebody puts their pleasures before spirit. Knight of Cups, and he drinking the cup in the strength and reverse. Like somebody always gives in to their like indulgences.
No power, created a different age, and sooner than later, what will be ours? I keep an eye out for the numbers, I stay in constant synchronization, to infinity, even beyond it, I am a common, no destination. A lot of things I am above, and there are a lot of things that are above me. Do not come for the people I love, cause then I get scary, then I get ugly, yeah. Ain't no problem, a number, equation, present, loaded, observation. I'm not moving. Reborn creation, coming, finding, sending, location.
It's not a good look with the Seven of Swords. I'm telling you, that's somebody's weakness. Somebody better be careful. Bottom of the deck, Five of Swords. No, we going right back to that shit again. Somebody be like, I gotta win this man at all costs.
Honey, sit down, honey. Ain't nobody want nobody man, honey. Sit down.
Somebody better be careful.
The man want me. Hey, told you not to get involved with this shit.
Lovers in reverse. Running chaser type shit. I'm telling you, that's somebody's weakness.
Priestess, listen here.
What's really true? Try to do the things that don't please you. Will you teach me how? Don't teach me how. I wanna be with you.
I can picture your Robin Jones though. Okay, now we'll come back to that. The prayer. This is what they taught of prayer. You pray in your distress, in your need, that you might pray also in the fullness of your joy and in the days of abundance. For what is prayer but the expansion of yourself into the living ether? And if it is for your comfort to pour your darkness into space, it is also for your delight to pour forth the dawning of your heart. And if we cannot be but weep, when your soul summons you into prayer, should spur you again and yet again through weeping until you shall come laughing. When you pray, you rise to meet in the air other people who are praying, and in that very hour, and whom save in prayer you may not meet. Excuse me, because I am lifted off of my chair. Therefore, let your visits to the masjid be visible, for be invisible. Yeah, I love this part. For not ecstasy and sweet communion. Nah. For if you should enter the masjid for no other purpose than asking, you shall not receive. And if you should enter into it to humble yourself, oh no, you shall not be lifted. Or even if you should enter into it to beg for the good of others, you shall not be heard. It is enough that you enter the temple invisible. I cannot teach you how to pray in words. Listen to the messages of Anu from the Elohim to your words, save when he himself utters them through your lips. But I cannot teach you the prayer of Yam, meaning the seas and the forests and mountains. But you who are born of the mountains and the forest and Yam can find their prayer in which are thine in 2 days, which are thine also, we cannot ask you for aught. For thou knowest our needs before they are born in us, and you are our need. And in giving us more of thine self, thou givest us all. But those who know prayer, pray this. Our Heavenly Father, for you are of the all, and the all in the all is in you. You're head of the 300 Ijiji of the Anunnaki who are still in the skies. His most holy, your name is found amongst the holy ones, the Anunnaki of the heavens, for you were this, to name all the things that were brought into existence. Blessed is your name, O most holy. Your name is found amongst the holy ones, the Anunnakis of the heavens, for you were the name, all the things that were brought into existence. Blessed is your name. Nothing and no one can give you a name, for your name is of the all. You have appointed Anu, O Anu, your kingdom will come, and what you will and ask of us will be done on earth, Timat, just as things are done in the heavenly skies amongst the Anunnaki. We ask you to please give us the breath of life each day where we rise, and we will procreate as you wish. And forgive us if we disagree, as we forgive those who disagree with us. And protect us from the evil ones and their temptations, for you are the ruler of all kingdoms. And all power is yours, and the glory forever and ever. And we know you have appointed one of the Yahwehans, your own grandson, Adonai, Tammuz of our shepherd, and we all have the need as you and the Anunnaki declares. And verily we have given you all the abundance. So pray unto your sustainer and offer. Verily your enemy shall be the one cut off. His seed will be cut off after 6,000 years from the most holy day. He let us rest in the outer fields of green grass and leads us to quiet pools of water, fresh water. He gives us new strengths. He guides us in the right path as he has promised. Even if we go through the deepest fears of death, we will not be afraid because we know that you are with us. Your frails and rod and your wasp protect us from disagreeableness. You prepare a table for us where all our enemies can see. You welcome us as an honored guest upon your ship and fill our cups to the brim. We know that your goodness and love shall be with us all of our days and our lives, and your house will be our house as long as we exist. Page 485.
Why will we allow ourselves to, why are we in this condition? Why can't within us, the inner being, be brought forth, and the greatness, the Lord who Savannah, who walked about, put upon us? Our ancestors, these are things that our ancestors did, and we are the children, our children's children. No, your ancestors, let me correct you, the ancestors were also being visited by beings to try to help them, because in the realm that they were in, they had their degree of definition also. Your father Lot, don't forget Lot, turned against Abraham and went down to Sodom and Gomorrah because he thought it was a better place to be. So he turned against the village of peace and went into the city of New York, to the village in the city of peace, and wants to live in the village with those kind of people. It's been going on for a long period of time. And beings have been trying, but see, what is long to y'all is short to us. What 6,000 years is less than a day to us. The whole information of your whole planet could be absorbed in a couple of minutes by any master. All the information of your whole planet. You're developing rapidly, much more rapidly than you're supposed to. Because you find the abundance of beings surrounding this earth plane, trying from different galaxies to keep you people from being destroyed by the cherubim. And we're trying to wake you up soon enough to get you back, but it seems almost impossible. So many people will learn to love the cherubim as opposed to the seraphim. Can you tell me who Yanin is? Yanin is an extraterrestrial being who incarnates into the body of Imam Isa to pass on information to you. He is one of the elders, the 19th. He resides in the 8th galaxy of the 19 galaxies. And they do travel by ships, as you would call them for lack of a better word. And they've been intergalactically traveling and coming to this planet since 11,500 years ago. And Yanun is one of the masters that's been assigned to awake you people up, because you people are a portion of ancient verse of the Devarim, as you probably don't even know what that means, right? And some of you must be waking up, and the master would come. The master that you saw was called Rama. If you would have gotten a closer look at him, he comes from 4,000 years before Jesus. If you would have got a closer look at him, you would have saw that he had white hair and red eyes. He's a caramel complexion, fairly thin, and his name is Rama. He visits this planet many times. He lives in Shambhala. I don't care how crazy it sounds to you, or one day you'll find out it's true anyway. In the center of your planet, there is another world. In the center, there's subterranean pathways to different chambers in the center of your planet. The pyramids are entrances there, and so are the pyramids out in South America and the Nairobi Desert, and out at the Antarctic is the entrance in. And Yanin is one of the masters of the school of the bird. They call him the feathered bird. This is why in South America, when they look at what is done, and why they master this thing,
The time is 10:14 a.m. It's my grandmother's number. Grandma's here. Louise Jones. Page 485, right? Chest 485. We begin with Isaac, Ishmael, Moses, Yahshua, and Muhammad. Isaac and Ishmael, for they were two of one. Abraham. Peace and blessings to Allah be upon them. The 7 compartments. There are 7 other compartments for the 7 classes of righteousness. The first class is the Shahudat, the martyrs. Coming in green light, they will have smiles on their faces. The second is for those who will die by the accident of drowning. Wow. The third will be the great masters of law, the mortals, not the news bearers, el Nabayat, the prophets, and not those who sent el Rasulat. But for those who will keep the law, such as the 17th, the guide, El Haduri. The fourth is for those who will be covered by the clouds of glory. The last, the 144,000 souls for the Asarullah to be raised. The fifth for the patient. The sixth will be for the childlike souls who prove themselves chaste throughout life. The seventh for the poor who admit to the suffering attended to law. In correspondence to the 7 hells, in correspondence to the 7 hells, I looked into the far future. I saw pits replete with fiery lines and rivers of fire, and each compartment will be inhabited by 10 to 7 nations of heathens, governed over by one of this Sumerian Deros, who have as slaves a Nimrod, who will be the descendants of the second Cush, son of Ham, son of Noah, falsely called Noah, Utnapishtim, son of Lamech, son of Methuselah, son of Enoch, son of Jared, son of Mahaliel, son of Canaan, son of Enos, son of Seth, born in the image of his father Kadmon, born in the image of the Anunnaki, son of Atum, who was born in the image of his father Rahu, who is a descendant of the Hindus who came to the planet Earth from the planet Kingu. We find recorded in the Hindu text, the Vedas, the Maharishi gave birth to Kashyapa. They are the throne, Kashyapa, and his mate, Fritz Hiwi, Fritz Hiwi, had 11 sons. Kashyapa became ruler of the Devas, called Devas, or Devas. So he became known as the Dyaus-Fitar. They are the 12 Dityas. Altogether, they were called W.A. Waruna, ruler of the heavenly skies. Later, he was called Indra, and those under his rule were called Indians. Indra had two brothers, which were the ones who came to the planet Earth, Manu and the other Agni, who stayed in the skies of Orion. The ruler Alalu of the thrones also ruled in the skies of Orion. Anu came before him and bowed at his feet because he was the ruler of Orion. By custom, Allahu appointed Anu to be his royal cupbearer, which is an honored and trusted position. Alalu ruled the skies for 6,000 years, or 9 Nubarian periods. Then Anu rose up against Alalu, and Anu defeated Alalu. Anu took control over all the galactical heavens, and Alalu ran from Anu to the planet Earth, which his wife, Al-La'at, and two daughters, Al-Uzza and Manat. Anu then ruled all the galaxies in page 486. The skies, the period of his rule, is called Kummiya by the Hittites, named after the city Kummiya.
This kind of stimulation, it's because it's taking this return of you. It's the voice of your ancestors, all the way back from mother and father, the grandmother, the grandfather, the great grandfather, and all the way back to the source of all the original vibrations of life, of which you are part. Meditate, relax, take 9 deep breaths, breathing in through your nostrils and out through your mouth. In your nose, out your mouth. Top of to breathe. Only close your eyes when you feel ready to relax.
When Anu came to the planet Earth, he appointed Kumarbi, the grandson of Alalu, to be his royal cupbearer. Kumarbi could not forget that Anu had took the throne from his grandfather, and as time went on, Kumarbi's enmity toward Anu was becoming more and more obvious. Later, Anu and Kumarbi brought war on the seed of Anu, and Kumarbi's seed ruled the throne until Teshub, also known as Adad or Bilal Hadad, the storm deity, son of Enlil, had war with the seed of Kumarbi and defeated Kumarbi, thus bringing the seed of Anu back to rulership. The seed of Anu came back to the heavens. His son Nunamir was in charge of the skies, and his son Nud Dimud, two different names, of course, took control of the planet Earth. Who would inherit the name Enki, meaning master of Ki or Earth? They set up a cycle of rulers of 7 heads to rule 10 kingdoms on Earth. One ruler of the cities was called Ur-Kish, Kumarbi apostrophe S, son, Ulli-Kummi, comma, meaning successor in Kummiya. He tried to start a war, as he was told to do by Kumarbi. This attempt by Ulli-Kummi was defeated by Teshub, headed by Enlil, and his understudy Ea, who recorded the tablets of old. This is the seed that took the daughters of the agreeable women of the seed of Ptah and Anak. There was also the Hindus who came to this planet and mixed with the humans. Their attempt was TANU, and their symbol is the bull or Tor. They being doomed to suffer with their heathen nations. There I tell you how I saw this, that you may further know to obey Anu, most glorified and exalted, ruler of all. This is how it was written in the Hindu records and also in the Hittite records. Tablet 6 Enlil and Ninlil. Lo, the Anu Elohim El of High was also known as an Allah or El Elo, being ruler of the above and beneath at the same time, who is the which is He who is the force of creative will. He was appointed by the absolute source, the all, which you can't take from the all, for there would you put it? The all, for where would you put it? You can't add to the all, for where would you get it? For the all is all, and all things are within the all. El Kalum is the builder of builders, creator of those beings who created the skies and the planets. Creator of Anu also, the all thoughts and things were. Things were and motion became. Motion became and life was. Life was and is and shall ever be. And being there was positive, and for positive to be, it bred negative. For without negative, you would not know positive. Thus, without evil, you have no good. Without good, you have no evil. All these things are in the realms of being, and these beings are within. Page 487. The all. They are not the all. How Yahuwah is the wind of life, the breath of life in the physical state. The thought to become, and all things became. Yahuwah's motion was speech, and the cloud of glory was, and in it he thought into existence, being called Elohim, Surufat, and the Elohim Karubat, the angelic beings, his son Marduk's mystery names, are Ananubi, Ruach, Ptah, Sabat, the hill, Yanun, or Atun Ra. He is also called Malkiy-Tsedeq. I can hear him now. The Son of Righteousness, the Deliverer of the Faithful. Lruhulquds, the Holy Soul and Protector of Lmukhlisyna. 10:37 a.m. on my alarm. Make it real. Known as Michael, which is the high priest Zadok of the Sorofat, agreeable Anunnaki, and those who came to Eridu, and 50s, the Anunnaki of the light of this world, the family of the Anunnaki Elohim, and is in this order. There is Anu or An, the heavenly one, Enlil, whose wife was Ninlil, Ea or Enki, Enqi, Nana or Sin, Utu, Utu or Shamash, Shamash, Ishkur, Ishkur, or Adad, Adad, or Baal, Baal, Hadad, Hadad, and Shakar, Shakar, and his son Halal, Hayllal. Then there's female Antu. There is the female Antu, the wife of Anu, and Enlil, wife of Enlil. Ninki, Ninjel, Inanna, or Ishtar, Zara, and the wife of Halal, Anak. Enlil meet Ninlil, whose other name was Muliletu, while she was bathing in the poorest stream naked. It was like love at first sight for the two. Enlil wanted to have sexual intercourse with her. However, she was unwilling. Her words were this: "My vagina is too small. It has never copulated. My lips are too little. They have never been kissed." However, Enlil did not take no for an answer. He told his messenger, Nusku, Nusqu, who bore the title Gabriel, son of Raziel and Zamael, about his feeling for her. Nusku suggested a boat ride, and he brought a boat. 10:41 a.m. on my alarm. Say it with your eyes first. Ow! Ow! he brought a boat. Mullitu lived with her mother in Irish, meaning scented house, and Lil persuaded her to go with him, and once they were in the boat, he raped her. He raped her. He raped her. Another word, rape, can be very sensitive. Let me just keep my own input on that word, rape. But I do want to emphasize the fact that when I first heard the word rape, I felt it was so devastating that I said, well, why didn't you just give it to him? I'm like, always go for the better outcome of a situation, regardless of anything situation you're in, even when it comes to facing the valley of the shadow of death. You're supposed to be willing, like openly, like ready for what's to come. Any day now, any moment in the snap of a finger, it can be. So I hope that rape ease you and just letting you know that you're supposed to say, here, baby. Because they're so vulnerable, the men are. They come from us. We'll get to that part later. Naughty girl of mine. So that's just my feelings now. But I remember the story. I remember having the same conviction. Because I've heard that word of people say they've been raped. And it opens up a vast imagination of what could have been. And the intentions and everything of the character that was at that place, that time, that situation occurred. But we're here on the Nubian facts. He raped her. After this incident, Enlil was banished to Carnegie, the lower world. Mullitu followed him, carrying his baby. They eventually married, and after they married, she bore the title Ninlil, Lady of the Sky. She was a setup by Ninlil's mother. Ninlil bathed in the stream under the command of her mother. Wow, see? A setup by her own mother. See? So it wasn't like, even though it said it was love at first sight, As she told him, her vagina was as wide as I had to come forth. Will we be reading a different perspective of rape or what even occurred? Don't let me sound intelligent or naive. Page 489, figure 171. Shalom, son of Il and Ashrath, twin brother of Shachar. Page 490, figure 172. Shachar, son of Al-Sharath, twin brother of Shalem. The priestess is ready to read. Page 491. Human beings named me not after anything in Malakuwt nor Naasut, but in obedience to my will that he named he me after the very sound of the wind that I utter. And he said, A or Ah, breathing in, La, breathing out, and El, Yahuwah, in and out again, El Rahman, the Yielder, El Rahim, the merciful. And I said, Go with who I am, El Malik, the king, El Qudus, Quddus, the Holy One, El Salam, the peace, El Muw, apostrophe Min, comma, the faithful, El Muhaymin, comma, the protector, El Aziz, the Almighty, El Jabbar, the majestic, El Mutakabbir, the repairer, El Khaliq, the creator, El Ba'ari, the maker, El Musawwir, the fashioner, El Ghafar, the forgiver, El Qahhar, the dominion, El Wahhab, the restorer, El Razzaq, the provider, El Fatah, the opener, El Alim, the knower, El Qaabid, the restrainer, El Basit, the spreader, El Khafid, the abaser, El Rafi, the exalter, El Muizz, the honorer, El Mudhill, the destroyer, El Sami, the hearer, El Basir, the seer, El Hakam, the ruler, El Adl, the just, El Latif, the subtle, El Khabir, the aware, Lhalim, the clement, Lazim, the supreme, Lgafur, the forgiving, Lshakur, the grateful, Laliy, the exalted, Lkabir, the great. 10:52 a.m. on my alarm. Are you getting too attached to an ideal of success? Lazim, the supreme, Lghafur, the forgiving, Lshakur, the grateful, Laliy, the exalted, Lkabir, the great, Lkafiz, the guardian, Lmuqit, the strengthener, Lhasib, the reckoner, Ljall, the beneficent, the generous, the watcher, the approved, the comprehensive, the wise, the loving, the gracious, the glorious, the raiser, the witness, the truth, the advocate, the strong, the firm, the newest friend, the all praiseworthy, the accountant, the beginner, the restorer, the giver of life, the taker of life, the ever living, the subsisting, the all perceiving, the illustrious, the one, the needless, the powerful, the prevailing, the forewarner, the deferrer, the first, the last, the evident, the hidden, the all governing, the inspirer, the righteous, the acceptor of repentance, the avenger, the excuser, the kind. Page 492. King of kingdoms, master of majesty and liberty, the gatherer, the independent, the enricher, the giver, the withholder, the distresser, the profiter, the light, the guide, the incomparable, the enduring, the inheritor, the director, the patient. These are the names of the Islamic school. The goal is 497. So that's not too much. Then we'll be up to date to do today's. Tablet 7, a tale of a human being. Page 492. Lo, there is a tale of a human being who said, "O Anu, most glorified and exalted, forgive me and Atun Ra, who is Amun faithful to Ra, known in Samaria as Marduk." So the Anunnaki asked permission of his Raab, which is his sustainer, Anu, who visit his human being. The Anunnaki of the sun went to him and said, "I require that you convey me to your place, for I want to ask Anubis and Ki, the Anunnaki of death, to tell me when my term is near." Anubis is the deity of the dead. When the role of Osiris changed from deity of vegetation to the deity of the dead, he became superior to Anubis. Anubis, however, retained an important part in the funeral rites, and he was considered to be the son of Osiris and Nephthys. Anubis was the guardian of the door at the end by which the deceased entered. This was called Khesek-Shu. One leaf of the door was called Neb-Tepretui-F, and the other leaf Nebthetsi-Net. These names had to be learnt and uttered by the deceased before they were allowed to enter the hall of the Mahati deitesses. It was Anubis who embalmed the body of Osiris when he was murdered by his brother Set. Because of this, Anubis became the patron of all embalmers. Then he went to the Anunnaki of death and told him that a human being had said in every prayer, "O El, most glorified and exalted, O Amun Ra, the Anunnaki of the sun, forgive me." So he asked me to ask you to tell him when his term is near, so that he might prepare for it. so I can be prepared for it. The Anunnaki of death looked in his scroll and said, "How far is your friend from great concern? He will not die until he sits on your place on the sun." He will not die until he sits on your place on the sun. I did it. Yes. Felt that. 11:03 a.m. on my alarm. Are you catering to other people's needs? No, just me. Just me, Lord. So, he said, he has sat in my place on it. The Anunnaki of death said, he died when he were told that, and they knew not. The Anunnaki said he died when we were told that. They know not. He died then. The moment he found out, that was his death. The moment I found out, that was the day I died. Anubis, figure 173, page 493. We've completed the 493 mark. Yesterday's was up to 497, so we continue to 497. 494, the deity Nephthys, figure 174. Her priestess is ready to read. 495, tablet 8, patience. Lo, the patient will be paid their wages in full without reckoning. For patience has three aspects. The first, patience, is obedience. The second is patience in rebellion. And the third, which is patience in misfortune. Wow. Patience in obedience, patience in rebellion, patience in misfortune. Where are you at in your patience? I think I'm still in my obedience or my rebellion. Patience, have I rebelled? Oh my goodness, it's deep. Let's continue going on. Yet I, Elohim, 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 El, give 100 grapes of what is between the skies and the planet Earth to whomever is patient in obedience. Wow. Being patient in obedience. That's where I'm at. I haven't did the rebellion or the misfortune yet. Perhaps I thought about the misfortune. But what he's saying right now, 100 grapes for what is between the skies, so that's as above, and the planet Earth below, right here, to whomever is patient in obedience. Who can outbeat that? Who can do that? Be that? Patient in obedience. On that day when all will be raised, I will give 700 grapes of what is between the skies and on the planet Earth to whomever is patient in rebellion. Wow, it's going up. You can hit these stages at any moment, or you have already, and there's like a reoccurrence of it. So it's being patient in all three. So that's 700 plus 100. That's 800 grapes so far. I will give a reward without reckoning to whomever is patient in misfortune. When a slave is in the death struggle, I'm in the death struggle. His tongue is stopped, and four Anunnakis come to him. Okay, I'm not there. I'm not there yet. My tongue has not been stopped. So that's the misfortune, the death. The first says, peace be unto you. I am entrusted with your provision. I have flown throughout the planet Earth, east and west, and I have not found any morsel of your provision at this hour. The second then enters and says, peace be unto you. I am entrusted with your drink of water and other drinks. I have flown east and west and have not found any drink of water for you at this hour. The third says, peace be unto you. I am entrusted with your breaths. I have flown east and west and not found one breath for you. Then the fourth Anunnaki enters and says, peace be unto you. I am entrusted with your term. I have flown east and west throughout the earth, and I have not found 1 second for you, or your name to be called by anyone, for anything. Then the noble scribes entered on his right and on his left, and one on his right says, peace be unto you. I am entrusted with your right actions. So he brings out from Elohim the chambers in which the good records of mortals are being kept. The records of mortals are kept on a white page, and he spreads it before him, and he says, lo, look at your deeds. So he is happy and rejoices. 11:11 on my alarm. Look at your deeds. So he is happy and rejoices, and one on his left says, peace be unto you. I am entrusted with your wrong actions. So he brings out the sojourn, the chamber in which the bad records of mortals are kept, on a red page, and he spreads it before him and says, look at it. So his sweat pours down, and he looks at the right, and he looks at the left, and from fear of reading the red page, the scribe insists and puts it down on his pillow and goes. The Anunnaki of death is Ra, son of Anu, and Iyyd enters on, and on his right are the Anunnaki of mercy, and on his left are the Anunnaki of punishment. 496. Among them are those who pull out the souls, those who wrestle it away, and those who are brisk. When it reaches the throat, the Anunnaki of death, Israel, takes it, the soul away. If he is from among the people of happiness, he calls the Anunnaki of mercy. So the Anunnaki takes the soul and ascends with it to the presence of the Most High. If he is amongst the people of disagreeable deeds, 11:13 a.m. on my alarm, are you looking for stress? If he is amongst the people of disagreeable deeds, Anu Elun says, return it to its body, that it might look at what it left behind of its body, that he may feel his deeds and the Anunnaki of punishment. Make no distinction in your behavior between those of rank and the common people. Rather, choose a person because of his or her skills, so that every craft may be carried on. Do not go in and out of the court of justice, so that your name may not be soiled. Do not contend in a quarrel. Keep silent, and it will serve you well. Go not in the presence of a drunkard, even if it promises to bring you honor. Guard against words and deeds of deception, and against words that are untrue. Destroy the desire to do and speak evil within you, for the evil person has no rest. Stay away from the aggressive person and take them not for a companion. Take them not. Take then for a friend one who is true and just, one whose actions you have observed. If your righteousness equals his or hers, your friendship will be balanced. Yet remember, the one who judges becomes the judge. If you are not compliant to the laws, you may think yourself right by calling yourself the righteous, when in actuality you are the unrighteous. It is always the righteous, as they would like to think of themselves, who declares who is unrighteous. Be a part of those who seek to improve themselves. Remember, people who laugh with you and accompany you in your wrongdoings are not your friends. Desire is the lead to suffering. Stop wanting to be and become, and any and all things that happen to you, you bring upon yourself. Tablet 9, the fall of the Adamites. So we can't blame nobody for nothing. And I don't blame nobody but myself. And I forgive myself for allowing myself to be that. I forgive myself for the choices I made with the knowledge I had at that moment. Tablet 9, the fall of the Adamites. Lo, now I will teach you of how the Adamites is to fall into sin. And we'll stop at 497. Where they are to dwell and among whom, but it is in but in it was all this. All of death was born, because I believe it's time for a break. I'm stumbling on my words. And Hallel, who later was to become known as Nahash, and his 200 aides headed to Harmateeah, son of Apolia, page 497. The man of prediction and his son, the man of sin. Yet by my grace did Miykael send elders to re-guide you. Remember, I granted the enclosed garden as a test for you when my Anunnaki said, Anu Elohim Elohim El, the Most High, whose voice spoke until them said, I have appointed this enclosed garden for your abode. It will shelter you from cold and heat, hunger and thirst. Take at your discretion of everything that it contains. Only one of its fruits shall be denied. Anu Elohim Elohim El, the Most High, warned Kedman, the Nekabo, Kadmon's confidant or helpmate, beware that you should not transgress the first and only command. Watch again the slanderer, the flatterer, the fallen Anunnaki, whose name is Halil, but henceforth shall be called Nakash. Also cursed be upon him and his offsprings, the devil, also called the deceitful one, for he is a whisperer. He is your open enemy, because he was cast out on your account. He wanted that wisdom that you possess. He willed to be as great as you. Beware of the trick of his will. Will being the gift like fire that can be used positively or negatively, like water that can be used positively or negatively, like air that can be used positively or negatively, like spirit that can be used positively or negatively. Be ever watchful of will. Its cunningness is infinite, and its arms is at your destruction. Yet being Nahash will only outwit himself. For as the fire consumes its food needed for its light, so will he burn himself out. They will also burn out. Yet those who gave unto me, and those who gave unto me, they will be eternal. This I teach you. Achieve a higher status in your profession. Do not argue with the argumentative, nor provoke them with words. Pause before those who interrupt, and give way to those who verbally attack you. Sleep a shadow hour before speaking, for the unrestrained person is like a storm which bursts forth like a flame in a pile of straw. It is better for a serpent to be in the house than a fool who comes often. Those who those who associate with a fool are drawn into wrongdoing. Do not sit with one who is older than you. Is standing, even if you have those who live with a fool die in captivity. This is how it was recorded, and this is how it will be. That has been the end of chapter 5, The Enclosed Garden. I've been just teary eyed. Um, we're now back to regular scheduled programming, so I can write this down as today's. What we will start from today will be Saturday, page 498. Okay, so when I come back, it will be 498 will be the affirmation.